bar girl. Let's go.
This is a wonderland. What's wrong? Rag clothes for renovation.
Hey, don't you know what to tell?
I would apologize to the lady.
The movie opens with John Brickner, a man recently released from prison after serving 4 years shorter than his original 7-year sentence for a past murder. Wanting to turn his life around, John moves to Seattle to start over and make things right.
Brickner.
He finds work as a construction laborer, hoping to build a stable future. One evening, on his way to a bar, John sees a waitress named Frankie being harassed by 3 men. John felt the need to step in and teach the 3 men a lesson. He grabbed one by the arm and
I would apologize to the lady.
forced the main troublemaker to apologize to Frankie. Intimidated by John's strength and calm confidence, the men quickly backed off and left the bar. Impressed, the bar owner offered John a job as a security guard. John accepted, and from that night on, he lived a double life working construction during the day and guarding the bar at night. The next day, John started his new job as a bar security guard. When a fight broke out between 2 drunk customers, he first tried to calm things down peacefully. But when they kept causing trouble, he stepped in and physically removed them from the bar. Watching it all was Reno Paul Saint, Frankie's boyfriend. Impressed by John's control and skill,
I saw what you did there. These, we can make some real money.
Reno approached him afterward, gave him a business card, and suggested a different kind of job, telling John to call if he was interested. John politely declined Reno's offer, saying he was already working 2 jobs. But one day, after finishing his shift at the construction site, he was unexpectedly approached by a woman named Veronica.
John Brickner.
To his shock, she was the widow of the man he had killed years ago, the same woman who had submitted the petition that got him released early. But her help came with a condition.
The parole board. I told them they should release you, that you were sorry. If it wasn't for you, my husband would still be alive. And if it wasn't for me, you'd still be behind bars.
Thank you.
I didn't do it out of the goodness of my heart. I have another selfish reason. My daughter Sarah is 8 years old, and she probably won't make it to 9 because she needs a heart transplant. You are going to save my baby's life.
How?
It costs $250,000, and that is money I don't have.
Well, Rock, I'm on parole. I don't have that.
You know, I'm only interested in what you can get, and I'm not asking you, John.
After going home, he counted all the cash he had, but it was nowhere near enough. Desperate and out of options, John turned to Frankie for help. She agreed and took him to meet Reno at a hidden location.
Hey, can I ask you a question? That guy that offered me the job the other night, you know him?
Yeah, Reno.
Know where I can find him?
Frankie, you looking for me?
Yeah, he wanted to talk to you.
Were you serious about that job? So what is it?
Come on, I'll show you.
When they arrived, Reno led John into a crowded building full of energy. Inside, a loud crowd cheered wildly as fighters clashed in the middle of a makeshift arena.
This fighter's name's Timmons. He's a friend of mine.
Oh, thanks.
What, are you afraid of that guy?
Not interested.
Are you telling me you're scared of a lumberjack? Hey, look, you know how much money you can make beating that guy down there?
Not enough.
Benjamin Frankie, tell him how much.
6 figures.
6 figures, 1 fight.
And all I gotta do is whip that guy down there.
Well, you gotta earn that fight.
Bye.
Look, I know you're on parole. It can't be easy.
Hey, what you know about me can fit in the crack of my ass. I just soon keep it that way.
When John mentioned the job offer, Reno revealed what he really wanted. He wanted John to fight for him. Each win would earn big prize money from betting. But even with the promise of cash and Reno's pressure, John, still on parole, firmly said no. He refused to join illegal fights and stood his ground. The next day, feeling the burden of his choice, John went to Veronica's house to apologize for not being able to raise the money she desperately needed. After hearing John's apology, Veronica reminded him of the promise he'd made in prison to do anything to make things right. Her voice grew louder, and the argument caught the attention of her daughter, Sarah. The sickly girl slowly stepped out of her room, drawn by the noise. Seeing how weak and fragile she was, hit John hard. Guilt and sorrow overwhelmed him. Moved by the moment, he promised Veronica he would do whatever it took to raise the money for Sarah's life-saving surgery. The next morning at the construction site, John was unexpectedly fired by his boss over a small mistake. But moments later, that same boss collapsed from a heart attack. Thinking quickly, John gave first aid and kept him alive until help arrived. That night, still weighed down by Veronica's request, John returned to the underground arena to see what he might be getting into. He saw Reno and Frankie watching an intense, high-stakes fight. The match turned brutal when Reno's fighter was badly injured and had to be rushed away for emergency treatment. After examining the injured fighter, the doctor confirmed he couldn't continue to the second round. Seeing an opportunity,
You got 5 minutes.
It's fine. 5. You got 5 minutes?
You got time for me now?
John stepped up and offered to take his place. But just before the match started, the arena was thrown into chaos by the arrival of Mr. Wolf, a dangerous man demanding payment from Reno. Reno tried to calm him down, promising to pay the full amount after the fight. When the match finally began, John and his opponent clashed in a fierce battle of punches and kicks. The crowd erupted, their cheers pushing the fight's intensity to a thrilling peak by the end of the first round. In the next round, weapons were allowed. John's opponent grabbed a steel rod and attacked, landing a hit. But John stayed strong and fought back with determination. Using only his fists, he eventually defeated his opponent and earned a hard-fought victory. Later in the locker room, Reno gave John his prize money, and John shared a portion of it with the injured fighter he had replaced. A few days later, after finishing his morning run, John was surprised to find Reno and Frankie waiting for him. Reno encouraged John to keep fighting, saying he could earn even more money in the future. After thinking it over, John agreed. To make training easier, Reno also invited him to stay at his place. For the next fight, Reno and John met with Deacon, the referee, at a restaurant to go over the details. During the meeting, Reno admitted he was broke and couldn't afford to place a big bet this time. John still faced a major issue. His parole status wasn't cleared. After a tense discussion, he convinced Deacon to let him fight anyway. Soon after, Reno pawned a valuable ring passed down from his father, a legendary fighter, using it as collateral for the upcoming match. Later, Reno brought John to meet a man named Nestor. But as soon as they arrived, Nestor ordered his men to kill Reno for not repaying his debt on time. Seeing the danger, John jumped in and stopped Nestor's men from attacking. He made a bold offer. He'd fight them, but if he won, Nestor had to let Reno go. If he lost, John would take on Reno's debt himself. The intense 10-minute fight began with $10,000 at stake. John didn't hold back, quickly defeating Nestor's men with powerful punches and kicks, leaving them unable to continue. John's opponent was quickly knocked out, giving John a clear victory. Without delay, he and Reno left the area. On the way home, John got a call from Veronica. Her daughter had collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. When John arrived, he was hit with worry seeing Sarah unconscious and frail in the hospital bed. Determined to help, he promised to do whatever it took to get her the surgery she needed. Later, after leaving her room, John overheard a private conversation between Reno and Frankie in the living room. Frankie confronted Reno, accusing him of using John to pay off his debts. Reno strongly denied it, insisting that John was just an ex-con and not as good as Frankie thought. He even hinted that Frankie might be developing feelings for John. At that moment, John walked in and overheard everything. Later that night, as John got ready for another fight, Reno apologized for what he had said. Although John kept winning, his prize money still wasn't enough to qualify for a match against the reigning champion. John's reputation kept growing, and soon other fighters began to lose their nerve. Many upcoming matches were canceled because opponents were too afraid to face him and risk losing. Reno understood what was happening and promised John he'd find someone willing to fight. One evening, while John was having a drink at the bar, he noticed two people watching him from a nearby car. They were bodyguards for Veltz, a mob boss who had loaned money to Reno. While Reno was off gambling, Veltz's men tracked him down. Desperate, Reno begged them for more time to pay back the debt. Veltz's men gave Reno 1 week to pay back the debt, warning that if he didn't, they would go after Frankie. A few nights later, John stepped into the ring to face a tough Mexican fighter in a brutal match.
You know I'm gonna rip you apart, right?
Really?
That little girl from East right there.
You talking?
What? Come on, let's go. What'd I tell you, bitch?
Stop it!
Can't stop. Blades, John.
Man, let's go.
You've had all your shot.
Yeah, what do you think?
Despite the challenge, John fought hard and came out on top with an impressive win. After the fight, John, Reno, and Frankie went to a bar to celebrate. While they were there, John asked Reno why he hadn't been more careful and strategic when setting up his fights. Reno explained that as John became more well-known, the betting stakes kept getting higher. Because of that, they had to keep fighting just to cover all the rising costs. Not long after, John got a call from Veronica and rushed to her house. When he arrived, he found her unconscious, with a letter nearby. The letter revealed that Sarah's organ transplant had been canceled and hinted that Veronica felt she had failed her daughter so badly that she tried to end her own life. Joan quickly took her to the hospital. While waiting there, he confided in Frankie, sharing the real reason he had started fighting. All John wanted was to save a child, the daughter of the man he had accidentally killed. As soon as he found out that Veronica had woken up, he rushed to the hospital to see her. There, he explained that he had been fighting to earn money for her daughter's surgery. At the same time, Reno went to the pawn shop, hoping to buy back his father's ring. But he was too late. The ring had already been sold to someone else for a much higher price. Frustrated and angry, Reno realized there was no way to get it back. One night, John stepped into the ring again to fight Nestor's men.
When I give the signal, no bells, no whistles.
Come on, John. Come on, John.
You know, it's to the death.
All right, come on, John.
Like me!
Go for the face.
My bitch wife fits harder than this.
Please tell your man to stay down.
After the match, Reno and Nestor agreed to a high-stakes fight, each betting $150,000. Joan asked Nestor to let his men forfeit, hoping to avoid hurting anyone, but Nestor refused and demanded the fight continue. Fearing he might seriously injure or kill someone, John made the tough choice to walk away, giving Nestor the win. Around the same time, Veltz's men found Reno and brutally beat him for not repaying his debt on time. The next day, Veltz's men followed John again. They stopped him and took him to a luxurious mansion. There, John was surprised to meet Veltz in person. The same man turned out to be the father-in-law of Joan's boss at the construction site. Grateful that John had once saved his son-in-law during a heart attack, Veltz told John he could ask for anything. John made 2 requests. The first was for $150,000 to pay for Sarah's heart surgery. Joan's second request was for Veltz to clear all of Reno's debts. But Veltz said he would only grant one of the 2 requests and told John to choose. After thinking it over, John decided to have Reno's debts paid off. After the meeting, John told Reno and Frankie that he planned to move out. Reno, feeling deeply thankful, thanked John for freeing him from his overwhelming financial burden. Soon after, Reno got a call saying someone had placed a bet for John to fight the reigning champion. Sharp, that night, John arrived at the arena to face the tough opponent. As the match started, he raised his hand and the crowd erupted in cheers and music.
Mind if we finish this?
How can we call it the damage?
Let's hold off on that. You guys are good together.
Meanwhile, at the hospital, Veronica rushed down the hallway and was told that Sarah's surgery had been fully paid for. Later, John came to see her, and a grateful Veronica thanked him for everything. Soon after, Reno and Frankie showed up, and John gave Reno the rings he had bought back from the pawn shop. Reno sincerely thanked Joan for standing by him through it all.